The average person is said to spend 15 minutes in the bathroom. Why not take advantage of that time and learn something new? Presenting the 15-minute podcast on weird facts, crazy details, and funny particulars that you'll be able to enjoy while you're taking a on your free time. Welcome to This Shit with Sam Butler. Welcome to another episode of the Shit Podcast. This is the last episode of 2020, and we're bringing in the new year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
And hopefully 2021 is a lot better than 2020. This was a terrible year.
It cannot go worse, man. So
no, it's been terrible. The pandemic. There's a lot of people that are having a hard time right now because they lost loved ones.
Yeah.
I've lost friends and people that I know. So we're still here, and that's something to be grateful for. So if you're still here, let's have a good time. Let's make it count.
Yeah, let's do it. We're just going to get better because now we have the vaccine and stuff like that. So
yeah, hopefully, yeah. I'm going to get better, but I'm going to grow like an arm out of the side of my head. You know, it's going to be convenient when I need to scratch my back.
Yeah, you guys have like this.
yeah.
That's good.
But hey, I'd like to introduce my special guest, Osvaldo.
Yes. Hello.
Esparza.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Mr. Sam. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you for being here. You're an actor. You act.
Try to be.
No, you're an actor, bro.
Okay.
I mean, you're well known here in Ciudad Juarez. You performed in a lot of different Shakespearean style plays, like what is it? The cowboy without
Western
breeches. You know, and
Western underwear is called in English, and then Count Dracula has AIDS.
Yeah, classics.
Yeah.
You know,
William Shakespeare did it all, man.
He did it all. Yeah. So, but no, I mean, I posted up a picture and somebody was like, "Hey, that guy comes out in a bunch of commercials."
Oh yeah.
So you're a well-known dude, and you're my friend. I'm happy to have you here.
Happy to be here.
We follow each other on social media. I'm cracking up all the time with your stuff you post. So thank you for being here. We're gonna actually talk about New Year's.
Yeah,
everybody knows New Year's. But there's some interesting facts about New Year's, stuff that maybe you knew or don't know. For example, the first New Year's celebration, it dates back 4,000 years.
Wow.
I know, it's incredible, right?
I thought they were going to be like dinosaurs with hats and stuff.
Yeah. They could never put them on their arms. Right. That was a great act out. T-Rex trying to put a hat on. Yeah, but it dates back to Julius Caesar, the emperor of Rome. He was the first one to declare January 1st as a national holiday.
Wow.
He named the month after Janus, the Roman god of doors and gates. And you've seen this because Janus had two faces, one looking forward and one looking backward.
Okay.
I think in a lot of the stuff that you can buy for New Year's, they actually have that, right? The two masks, the two faces.
How did he know that it was the beginning of the year?
Because he was Roman and he said it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He goes, that's it. Right, guys, we're Christian now, by the way. And this is day one. There's actually a whole episode we could do about that. And I was researching that in the past about how the Gregorian calendar versus the modern calendar and so on and so forth. So yeah, but he declared it January 1st, national holiday. Right.
But it was New Year's already?
It was New Year's. Yeah. That's the new year. We're starting now.
It's New Year.
New Year. And
like it or not.
Like it or not. Unleash the lions. You know.
Hey, but what happened to the guys that had their birthday on January 1st?
Yeah, there's actually there's like if you ever look into the biblical side of it, there's a big controversy whether there was a year zero or not.
Yeah.
You know, like with year one, did it start with year one? Did it start with year zero? And
that's
you
true.
know, so it's like I saw that Louis C.K. special. I think it was 2017 or something, and he says, "Hey, we won." You know, it's like the whole calendar's based on today,
right?
You know, so yeah, Christianity won. Can't get mad about that, you know. But that was the beginning. An interesting fact about New Year's: 45% of Americans make New Year's resolutions.
Nice. They make them, but do they realize them?
Well, I mean, the top resolutions are to lose weight,
Yes.
Get organized to spend less, save more, stay fit and healthy, and to quit smoking.
And from those, they accomplish.
All right. Half of all Americans make resolutions. That's 50% of people, 45% of people, right? 25% of them give up on the resolutions by the second week of January.
I would imagine. Yeah.
So literally 14 days and you go back to fuck this. that's how it feels like when you're on
I'm eating healthy, but now I'm going to eat a burger.
Are you going to make a resolution this year?
I never do.
You never do?
Yeah, no. I'm weak.
You're weak.
Yeah. I like to eat.
You like to eat. I like to eat too. I'm a victim of circumstance. It's a good investment. But I try to make like a resolution like throughout the year. I don't like necessarily do it during New Year's. I'm always like, okay, I gotta lose weight, or okay, I gotta get organized, but I don't ever think that because it's a new year, it's a new me. I don't. You're
never gonna change.
No, not now. Not now. I mean, I'm 45 years old too. You know.
Oh, you are?
Nice. Yeah, next week I'm 45 years old, so it's one of those things you just go.
So I'm older than you, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, but that's the deal. Is like if you make a resolution, try and stick to it more than 2 weeks, you're winning already. You know, and make resolutions that are accomplishable. Like I have a resolution this year. Like I'm going to eat good food. You know, I'm going to drink good beer. You know? Can't go wrong,
right?
You know, I'm gonna smoke good cigars. You know, but there's a suggestion here for New Year's. Be sure to eat leafy greens on New Year's.
Leafy greens.
Yeah, like spinach,
lettuce,
collard greens, lettuce. Try and eat green. That's what they say. Tradition says that the more leafy greens a person eats, the more prosperity he or she will experience. No wonder I'm broke. Here I was eating cake. You know,
but it's more expensive to spend money on vegetables than like a burger and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. Especially when you try to make your vegetables look like burgers. You know, it's like I got this tofu burger. You know,
the true burger. What's it called? Impossible
the Impossible burger. They got a Burger King right now. It's like, it's impossible to get me to eat that thing. So I ain't gonna step near it. You know, it's like we were just talking about it on one of the last episodes in Stacagado that Carl's Jr. in the U.S. Now says that 50% of their burgers are like soy because they're healthier. I'm going like, bullshit. Like you guys are trying to save money,
right? And
you're making us think that we're healthier. I ain't eating that. I'm sorry. If I wanted a soy burger, I'd just go eat some refried beans on a tortilla with some cheese. I'm good. You know? Yeah. But anyway, that's enough of that. Now, many people ring in the New Year's by popping open a bottle of champagne.
Yes.
Right? Americans drink close to 360 million glasses of sparkling wine during this time.
Wow.
360 million.
Sheesh.
How much is a glass of champagne on New Year's? Like $4. That's like I'm doing the math. Dang,
it's a lot of money.
I should be selling champagne. It dates back to the 17th century when they invented the cork. So that's interesting to think, right? Like before the cork, they weren't doing it. Now there's a cork. Let's do it. You know, I thought that was an.
Was the Romans also involved in that? It's gonna be a cork in this New Year's.
Yeah. Corky Romano.
Now this year, I mean, they spend some more on champagne because there's no reunions.
I don't know if it's going to be interesting to see the statistics for this year, next year.
Yeah,
I think that's when we'll find out. But all I know is that all the people that I know spent more money this year.
Really?
It's like Amazon made it easy for people, you know. But I mean, the last few weeks, the malls have been open, and that place is slammed. Yeah. And people are just buying like it's almost like when you tie somebody up and let them out, you know, it's like they're ready to go. So I don't know. I'd be very interested to see how I think alcohol sales are way up. I know I've drank more alcohol this year than I normally drink. And I'm not a big drinker, but I've been hanging out with these guys.
It's their fault.
So they're always like, beer? Sure. It's like,
I'm here already.
Let's have a beer, So it's one of those things. But yeah. How about Times Square? I don't know about here in Mexico, but do you guys keep up with the whole Times Square thing, the ball drop and all that stuff?
Mostly, I think since we're here in Juarez and the border and stuff like that, yeah,
it's very common.
Yeah, I don't think they do it on the south though. I mean, they have the Zócalo and all that stuff.
Yeah, and I watched that. Like, I watched El Grito this year, and I was like so disappointed. They did it like at 11 o'clock at night. I was like, what? I thought it was at midnight. And they're like, no, that's New Year's. I'm going, no, this too, It's like, why are we doing it at 11? It's like, it's not the 16th yet. They're like, the president wants to go to sleep. He's tired,
Yeah, but it's a different time zone over there.
No, it was 10 o'clock here.
Oh, so it was okay.
So it was 11 o'clock there. And I was having dinner. I was like, wait, we missed it. It's like, it was pretty interesting, Well, 1 million people gather in Times Square to watch the ball drop. I don't think that's happening this year.
No, that's not.
But that's on general. And the New Year's Eve ball drop came about because of a ban on fireworks. So they said, we can't pop fireworks in the city of New York. What can we do? I got it. Let's drop a giant ball.
And it was a Roman that said that.
So the first ball was in 1907. It weighed 700 pounds.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And it was lit with 125 watt lights. The current ball puts the old one to shame because it's covered in 2,688 crystals and is lit by 32,000 LED lights.
Wow.
Weighs 11,875 pounds and is 12 foot in diameter.
Nice. How did they invented that thing?
That's a great question because that's what we're going to talk about next.
Oh, nice.
No, but it's actually, it's like, did we script this or what? But actually the time balls were already existed, and they were designed to help sailors. Mm-hmm. Right. So long before it was used on New Year's, the ball on top of England's Royal Observatory in Greenwich was dropped at 1 p.m. every day, starting in 1833 to help ship captains coordinate their navigation equipment. Mm. So it was like, this is 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Set your clocks. Set your times.
Or also, it will be helpful on lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
You had at 1 o'clock. Hey, it's going to be lunch already.
It's like 1 o'clock though. That's when we're done with lunch. So it's like, so similar balls were set up in coastal areas around the world. So they were set up so that you could tell time that way.
Wow.
And somebody came up with the bright idea. Hey, let's do that instead of fireworks. We do it, and then people were like, "All right, let's do it." And now it's a tradition.
So they never ever try fireworks.
I think they did, but they would have fires.
Oh.
And back in 1907, it was really tough to put out a fire.
Man, here in Mexico, there's a guy with a freaking big ass suit of fireworks, and then it lights up and everything, and doesn't happen anything.
Yeah. Cowards, yeah. But I think they're talking about the ones that go up in the air and then land in different places. But so that's what they did. So the first Times Square New Year's party, right? Mm-hmm. Because now you're putting all the pieces together. You're going like the ball drop, ban on fireworks. We have this thing that we do with these balls where we drop them and people can set their clocks. But the reason that they did it was that the annual tradition of gathering in Times Square for New Year's started as a party to celebrate the opening of the New York Times building in 1904. Over 200,000 people attended. So the whole thing about let's get together was really just a party for the New York Times.
Hey, nice.
And so it's been a spectacle around the world since since 1907, except for during World War II. During World War II, wartime restrictions put the tradition on pause in 1942 and 1943. And so instead of observing the typical ball drop and blowing horns and stuff, they would observe a moment of silence.
Wow.
Right. So Do you remember that song, Auld Lang Syne? The song, the song that they play at New Year's. It's song Forrest Gump.
Sure, yeah.
Right. Remember when Lieutenant Dan that
yeah,
song?
those old father and those on the bar. Yeah.
Well, there's an interesting fact. It was traditionally sung at the end of New Year's parties. The poet Robert Burns wrote it in 1788. Though most people don't know the words to the song. I don't know the words to the song. I barely know how to say it. The overall message is that people have to remember their loved ones, dead or alive, and keep them close in their hearts. Yeah. So
because it's a sad song. I mean, when I hear it, it's kind of gets you there.
It's kind of catchy. Yeah. Now, Santa is associated with Christmas. Do you know what's associated with New Year's?
Party,
Baby New Year.
Oh yeah,
the baby with the top hat,
and then he kicks out the old man and stuff like that. Yeah.
So Baby New Year is really old. It's been a symbol of the holiday since around 600 BC, starting in ancient Greece, when an infant was paraded around in a basket in celebration of Dionysius, the god of fertility and wine. The baby represents a rebirth that occurs at the start of each new year.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
It was like I remember there was a cartoon.
Yeah,
you remember that?
I just think of the Monopoly Man as a baby.
Yeah,
it's like
I think same guy, same universe.
So pretty much the one thing that I thought that was very interesting, and this was like a fact that I was like, it's pretty cool. It's the shit. According to statistics from the National Insurance and Crime Bureau, more vehicles are stolen on New Year's than any other day. So
I want a new car for New Year.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get it.
And you go, you're like, I'm gonna keep my old car, right? I'm pretty safe. Don't think your old car is safe. In 2011, the 1994 Honda Accord was the most stolen car.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, to discourage car theft, make sure your car is in a populated area. And that pretty much wraps up this special edition of the Shit Podcast, the New Year's edition. This will air on Tuesday. What would it be? We're 29th, right? So we're a couple of days from New Year's. I think Friday is New Year's. But so that's our last episode. Thank you guys for all of the support for these last 6 months. It's been wonderful. Thank you for being here. And we plan to keep going. So we have some interesting facts to talk about in the future. But thank you guys, really. We close out this year. Be with your loved ones. Surround yourself. And that's the positive message I got for you today. That's all I got. But
there you go.
Before we get too sad here and grumpy. But thank you guys once again for being part of this. And where can people find you on your social media?
Just look at me as Osvaldo with a V as in Victor, Esparza on Facebook. Just friend me and I'll accept you, and I'll do videos and pictures and whatever is funny to me.
And I'll tag I'll tag you on all the promotions so you guys can get him off there. But thank you guys. You can find me as Tu Amigo Sam on my social media and my YouTube page. And if you do see this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Hit the little notifications bell. Leave some comments, some positive vibes. We're going to close out this horrendous year in a good note. But with that being said, you can also find us on all the social media platforms as Sta Cagado Podcast. But that wraps up this episode of The Shit. I hope you guys have a happy holiday season.
Happy New Year.
Hey, thanks for the hats. Hey, he brought the hats. It's like,
I'm rich.
Yeah.
Take care.